Alright, this is the AP question for Quideo 4, Chapter 9 to 11. Alright, so we're trying to find the different lengths of adult tropical fish from Byrite Pets and Fish Friends. And we are told to do phantoms, or if there is convincing evidence which leads to phantoms. So, for part P, which is parameter of interest, it's the length of the tropical fish from Byrite Pets and Fish Friends. So, for our hypothesis, we have our HO, or the null hypothesis, is the mu, or the average length of the fish from Byrites equals the mu of the length of fish from Fish Friends. And then our alternative hypothesis is that the length of the mu of Byrites tropical fish are less than the mu of Fish Friends tropical fish. So, using that, we can go to our assumptions. The problem states the fish were randomly selected right here, random samples of 8 fish, and that was it. So, and then we have a sample size less than 30 because we have a sample of 8 fish from Byrite and 10 fish from Fish Friends. So neither of those are greater than or equal to 30, so we must proceed with caution because it is not normally distributed. So for n, we have to name the test, and this is a 2-sample t-test because we have 2 different groups of data that we can use. So for the t-test, we need to do x bar 1 minus x bar 2 divided by the square root of our standard deviation of the first group, which is our Byrites fish, divided, and then we square it, divided by our sample size, and then we add it to the standard deviation of Fish Friends squared, divided by that sample size. So when we actually put in the numbers, we have our mean of Byrites fish at 3.4 minus our mean of Fish Friends fish at 3.46, divided by the square root of Byrites standard deviation squared, so 0.434 squared, divided by the sample of 8, plus the standard deviation of Fish Friends of 0.55 squared, divided by their sample of 10. And that gets you a t-value of negative 0.2587. Using that, we can go to obtain a p-value, which is 0.3996, and that is the p-value we got from our equation. So, when we move on to n, or m, we have to fail to reject based on a p-value of 0.3996 and an alpha of 0.05. And then moving on to our statement and context, we fail to reject the HO, or the null hypothesis, that the length of fish from Byrite and Fish Friends are equal based on a p-value of 0.3996 and an alpha of 0.05. And that is it for the AP question, because there is no significant evidence that the mean length of adult fish from Fish Friends is greater than the mean length from Byrite. And that is